And new at noon, police have identified the man whose body was found at the south end of Lee Creek Road in Van Buren on November 14th. Officials say 30-year-old Derek Marshall of Muskogee, Oklahoma's death is now being investigated as a homicide. Anyone with more information is asked to call Van Buren police. Well, two people are in custody charged in the shooting death of Arkansas wrestler Kevin Nickel. U.S. Marshals arrested Michael Hogue in Fort Smith on a first-degree murder charge and Amanda Penny and Rogers as an alleged accomplice. Both also face firearm possession charges. Investigators say these arrests are tied to a July 11th shooting near Rogers, where Nickel was found critically wounded and later died. He was known to fans by several ring names, including Ivan Warsaw. Hogue and Penny are now being held in the Benton County Jail, awaiting a bond hearing. At Springdale's Committee of the Whole meeting yesterday, a Tyson spokesperson says they intend to convert the Cargill plant that closed in August into a chicken processing plant. Tyson says it will invest in upgrades and modernize the facility to handle large-scale poultry processing. The move would allow Tyson to consolidate operations from other plants into the site, bringing hundreds of jobs over a several-year period.
In year one, it'll be very, very few because we'll be doing a lot of, I'm going to call it renovation / maintenance. Year two, that will probably increase up into the 1 to 200 range, and then it will expand on from there.
Springdale's Committee of the Whole is looking over a proposal for a tax abatement for Tyson. It's expected to vote on that during their next meeting. Well, Simply Slims, LLC, a franchisee of Slim Chickens, is settling a federal sexual harassment lawsuit. The company will pay $300,000 and provide additional relief. The U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission says a Hot Springs location failed to address complaints from multiple female employees about a shift manager's behavior. The lawsuit says harassment complaints started in April 2022 and continued for months without action. Simply Slims operates 13 restaurants in central Arkansas, including the Hot Springs location at the center of this case. Well, a new park in Centerton has reportedly fallen victim to repeated vandalism, and the city is now asking for the public's help in identifying the culprits. Centerton's Public Works Department posted on Facebook on November 17th that Cornerwood Park has been vandalized multiple times over recent weekends. The post said items are being taken out of a local food pantry and strewn all over the park. Please keep an eye out and call the police if you see anything, the post said. And if you have any information, please contact Public Works. The city confirmed that it does have cameras at some of its parks and that they plan to add more. Well, a Carroll County double homicide suspect has been found dead inside an Oklahoma jail cell. Authorities say the suspect is the son of both of the victims. Investigators believe Travis McConnell took his father's truck after the murders in Carroll County, then drove to Lawrence County, Missouri, where he's suspected in the assault of a woman there. McConnell was eventually arrested by U.S. Marshals in Pittsburgh County, Oklahoma, where police say he hanged himself inside his jail cell. The sheriff's office says investigators are still reviewing evidence, including firearms found in the truck, and they're working to officially confirm that McConnell acted alone. Well, Fort Smith Public Schools says a July cybersecurity incident has resulted in a, quote, limited number of student files being accessed by an unauthorized party, including personal information about the students and their parents or guardians. The district says it partnered with outside cybersecurity experts to conduct a thorough investigation of the incident's scope and impact. Adding, impacted families were directly contacted, offering complimentary identity theft protection services for 1 year. It's special election week in Arkansas, and early voting wrapped up Monday evening. Polling sites will be open today for anyone who still needs to vote. Those races are in Bella Vista, where voters decide on keeping a 1% sales tax. In Greenland, voters are deciding if the city will annex property south of the city. And in Ozark, voters are weighing in on a proposal to create a new downtown district. Election day polls will be open from 7:30 to 7:30. From serving free Thanksgiving meals to giving people shelter, the Salvation Army of Northwest Arkansas is stepping up to make the holiday season a little brighter for those in need. Organizers say the Salvation Army is helping this holiday season, offering vouchers for warm coats and shoes and opening extra space when the temperatures fall below freezing.
When the weather dips at 32 degrees or below, our shelters stay open. We also, even if we don't have beds available, we open up what's called overflow room, and we offer mats and cots to individuals.
The Salvation Army says it relies on volunteers, and those looking to get involved can reach out to them. Well, happening today, Fayetteville City Council is set to vote on whether that could become the site of the new Ramey Junior High School. District leaders say this site, east of College, would serve students in Fayetteville's Midtown area and give the new Ramey campus room for classrooms and a practice field. Some community members say that location is too costly and too risky to build on, pointing to tree loss, steep hillsides, and traffic near other schools. The council will take public comment before the vote, and the meeting starts at 5:30 tonight at City Hall. Also happening today, the Sebastian County Quorum Court is set to revisit the Parrot Island expansion project. The city remains $2.5 million short, and board members previously raised concerns over how a $2.1 million vote advanced with no discussion. The issue was tabled and will be taken up again tonight at 6. As the city prepares for that vote, another change could impact families differently, this time involving how they stay connected. AT&T says Arkansans should start noticing faster wireless service starting today. The company says it upgraded more than 350 wireless sites across Arkansas, adding new spectrum overnight that boosts data speeds by up to 80%. The company says customers can expect quicker 5G, better indoor reception, and stronger coverage in rural areas. The upgrade also expands AT&T's Internet Air option for home internet users. The House is expected to vote later today on legislation that would require the Attorney General to make public all unclassified and investigative materials related to the case of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. President Trump has also signaled he would sign the bill if it clears Congress. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
This was me at 14 years old. I was a child.
Epstein survivors reflecting on the past say the vote scheduled for this afternoon is long overdue.
This isn't just one case gone wrong. It's an institutional failure on a historic scale, and every member of Congress and this administration must answer for that failure.
The House is fast-tracking the bill, so it will require 2/3 majority to pass.
You are going to see probably a unanimous vote in the House to release the Epstein files, but the real fight will happen after that.
President Trump told reporters Monday he would sign the legislation if it reaches his desk. House members leading the effort have called on the Senate to take up the bill without amending it.
It should go straight to the Senate and it should be signed. No amendments, no adding loopholes. Justice is long overdue.
House Speaker Mike Johnson has already called on changes to be made in the Senate.
Congress should give the Attorney General broader authority to redact all the victim information. The discharge doesn't do that. This would prevent the release of information that could be used to unmask victims who have chosen to remain anonymous.
Sponsors of the bill say the victims who were on the Hill this morning support it as is, but added that the president could take action on his own to release all remaining files. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
We'll have coverage of the vote on our 5 News Plus streaming app starting at 1. If you don't already have the streaming app, all you have to do is text PLUS to that number you see on your screen, and we'll send you the instructions on how to download it. President Trump says U.S. troops could be sent to Venezuela as tensions rise in the Caribbean. U.S. forces have been ramping up military activity for weeks, and the USS Gerald R. Ford, the world's most advanced aircraft carrier, is now within striking distance. The U.S. also designated the Cartel de los Soles a foreign terrorist group, potentially allowing targeting of Venezuelan assets. About 15,000 troops are stationed at sea and in Puerto Rico, with F-35 fighters flying nearly nonstop. American strikes on suspected drug smuggling boats continue over the weekend.
That I don't rule out anything. We just have to take care of Venezuela. They dumped hundreds of thousands of people into our country from prison.
Well, they're also beefing up his military. On Monday, President Trump says he's willing to strike drug operations in Mexico, with Mexico's president saying that's not going to happen without her approval.